after you've taken your seat out, it's quite easy, as you saw on the pictures. Okay, so you got your seat out, it's lying here. It's fairly easy to take it out. It's just 3 clips on each side of the back seat. Then there's 2 bolts, which I showed you in the video, and there's also a 15mm bolt, which has tread lock, so you need to put tread lock on it when you tighten it up again. That was for the passenger seat, as well as the mounting for the middle seat belt. So you need to take that off, and then just lift it up in the edge and take it out. And the next thing you need to do is take off the headrest. It's pretty easy. You have to take it out. Over here you got this. Over here you have this switch. You can push it, but on the other side there's just a small hole into a spring, which is spring loaded, and you press that one and the whole thing comes out. So that's the first part. Okay, so the next thing is to get rid of these 2. You can just use a pry tool and pry it off. It should come off fairly easy, just like that. So that's the regulation for your and remember, the one with the spring-loaded part here without the button, that's your left one if you're looking at the seat from this direction. And obviously, as everything else on the Model 3, right is black and left is, or is it the other way? I don't remember. But one side is always black and other side is white. Right, so next thing you gotta do, remove this plastic. This plastic is fixed with some clips here, 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 and here, and also fixed by the headrest. So it's just to grab a hole and pop it off like that. So as you guys can see, I think maybe this is gonna be like a thing. See these brown spots here? Yeah, that's rust. Have a look here. So the seat in the car is actually rusting. Nice. This is actually pretty bad. What are you saying, Tesla? Elon, what is this? Elon Musk, look, the car is actually rusting in the seats. I know it's on the surface, but this much in 7-8 months, imagine how it's gonna be. It's gonna smell like rust. Well, anyway, it's probably up to Tesla spec anyway. Next thing you do, you take off the bolt on the armrest. It's a TX45, and just remove that one, and then you can lift it up and pull it out. It's just fastened with this end piece, and then the plastic piece here, you use a screwdriver in the 2 holes there, and there's 2 clips there, and you take it off. I'll show you. And it's also fastened on this one in the bottom. After you take that out, you will access this zipper, and that's a zipper for the whole fabric here. Okay, and so here it is, rusted seat. Jesus. Do you see the rust? That's crazy. What the fuck, Tesla? Alright, anyways, here we get it off like this. This side, it's with the same track as on the other. After the shock of all the rust that was behind the seats, I finally measured it up. So this is gonna be the hatch. So the opening is about 11.5 centimeters from here to here, and it's pretty much in the center. This is brackets for the armrest, and so yeah, it's gonna be center here. Not cutting into this bracket here, so it's only gonna be this piece here going out. Loosen the seal a little bit, tied it up, and I'm gonna put a blanket over and cover everything, so then I can start cutting. Okay, so everything is covered up. So I'm not gonna get any metal particles from the grinder. So yeah, let's go. Grinding is done, and I also used a saw to do the corners, and I used a file just to round the corners so they're not sharp, and I'm gonna put it together. And I think I'm gonna add some rubber around here, but we have to see. All right. So we need to cut a hole here, and in order to do that you need to put this plastic piece on. So we put these white clips here in there, and then you can pop it on. So with the plastic in place, we can now cut out, mark it, and cut it out with a knife where the opening is going to be. Alright. Okay, so after I marked it up, I cut it out with just a sharp knife, and I sanded the edges to make it less rough. But I think I'm gonna put some rubber seal or something around there, so it just looks better. So now I'm gonna fit it back on. Yeah, this is it's a little bit nerve-wracking to do, but okay, we're gonna get the skis in, right? So when you're gonna mount this one, you just slide it in. There's two taps going under, and those clips here and on the top here. So the fabric on the seat, you need to fasten them in those clips. You can see there's some open areas, and they are supposed to be stretched over those clips down here. Just in here, that clip has to go over the edge, same as down here. Now we can start pulling everything together. And then just clip it on and slide it on. We got these two under there, going under the steel here. You just slide that down. Okay, put it together. Okay. All right. Okay. So now there's a hole here. I cut the fabric. I'm gonna fit two 3M Ziploc or whatever it's called. You'll see. So when you don't have anything here, you can have it closed or you can open it up. Just remember, when you're fastening the seat belts, they go together as a puzzle. One of the ends are going under this one to lock it in place. So just remember that when you tie it to. Put on some new Loctite. Okay, so that's the installation. I got some rubber around here, so the edges are not too sharp, but you can those that rubber is going out about a centimeter, 1.5 centimeter each side. It's just for protection. I'm also gonna put on some rubber on the inside, and this one is supposed to just button up like that. And it just looks like ordinary. If you pull down the center, you got the hole there. So you see a little bit of the neck brace sticking down here, but if you need to fill it up all the way, you can just take it up and it won't be visible. I was gonna put on some rubber seals around here. Yeah, and I think it turned out pretty good. It fits about 3 or 4 skis, and that's what I wanted, because we were in the mountain. We were 4 people, and we had to take the seat down. Yeah, too little space. So yeah. And for the modification, I think it took me about 4 hours. So it was a little bit scary to start with, but it's been done before, and I took my approach on it, and it worked out. So now it's just the rubber seals, and finally we can fit 4 people and skis and go to the mountain in this car. Great. So what's stopping you? Just do it. All you need is patience, Anglegrinder, and a saw, and some measuring tools, and you're there. All right.